Start recording. Silence immediately.
Well, Ross
One
was like,
time we were quiet for fucking a half
I was
an
just
hour.
saying maybe we should
Ross
say,
was
hey.
like, I want to start the podcast a certain way today. So I was like, yeah, lead the way,
Well,
man.
I was just saying, gonna be like, hey, last time we were here, what's happened since then? It's like, oh, I don't know. One of us got banned from the sidebar. I mean,
He got kicked out of. He's banned from Sidebar.
How did you do that? That is a cocaine sales
no shit, it's
establishment.
crazy. And I didn't even. This goes back to my personality, where like when we were saying, I was like, man, I just go about shit the wrong way. So, we said it last week, and you're like, yeah. And so we go to Heckle Mike's Sunday night. Everything's fine. We're chill. I'm like calm, happy, like blah blah blah. Not.
He's having a good time.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not over talking everybody. Like, sometimes I get a little. I might just, We go to sidebar, but right before a sidebar, I did a little, what the comedians call the 1-2.
Is that what we say?
I don't know. It seems like
I've never heard anyone say that
not
before.
once. Not once.
well.
Okay.
Okay, I made that up.
This is why people think Ross is a cop.
Yeah, you do say cop shit.
Just making up jargon.
Dude, even delivery.
That's what the kids say.
Even delivery, like, knocked on the door. They're like, dude, you're knocking like a cop. I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to give you a food, man. Like,
You were supposed to be a cop. You missed your calling.
Yeah, not an undercover one though.
Oh,
So we
no.
go- we
get
gotta-
shot. We
No,
won.
he talks too much. He would tell them
we go-
exactly what he's doing while he's doing it. He's like, oh, fuck, I gave it away
we
again.
had started
They're
our
like,
night
"Damn
off
it."
at sidebar. We go to
Yeah.
Heckle Mike. Then we end up. You leave early from Heckle Mike. Me and him go
I
back
knew
to
the
sidebar.
trouble that was coming. I could sense it. Get the fuck out of there.
And
Kill it.
they're playing pool games, playing pool with the guy there that like they're
The
this
guy
is
who
a-
runs
it's
Meat
a-
Sweats.
It's Sunday night. It's quiet.
Oh,
It's
Josiah.
local.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great guy.
So it's quiet, local,
Yeah.
good guy. I've met him before. Like
I, for fun, was like, hey, let's throw $5 on the game.
And I
just
go,
for
I don't
fun.
wanna wa-
And then Josiah was like, 20 or we don't play for money. And I was like, fine, fuck it, whatever. $20, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, fuck this, I'm out. He goes to the bar,
I
he's
was like,
pouting,
it's
he
not,
doesn't want to
this doesn't
fucking
sound fun.
play.
It's not about the money. I just was like, this is gonna ruin the fun of the night.
I
for
take
me.
the bet.
You guys-
I take the bet anyway, and me and him play, and I fucking on the break, I scratched and I lost, and I gave him the $20.
That's not a loss.
And then
a scratch isn't a loss.
right, and so I didn't know that.
Unless
he
you
didn't
agreed
play
upon
that way.
as a new rule.
no.
I didn't know that. Yeah, so I paid him the money because that was the bet,
I'm
and that was
sitting
the
at the
deal.
bar away from it. No, you go. Hey, can I borrow $40?
Yeah, and then I went across the street to the creek and got the
and
money
I
out
got
of the
mad.
ATM.
I was like, first I was like, you shouldn't be betting money that you don't have in your pocket. That bothered me. And that like,
I'm just having a little fun, man.
and then it was
I never
like,
do shit
and
like that.
I was like,
having
none
a
of you
little
guys
fun
know the rules.
for once in my life.
So I was like, none of you guys know the fucking rules. You didn't lose. Don't pay him. And you're like, I'm gonna go pay him. I'm like, don't pay him. And so then
I agreed. I
and
agreed
so
to
it
it.
happens the guy who owns the bar is the bartender there. I go, hey man, you can't lose on a scratch. He's like, I think you can. And I was like, are you guys? And I'm like, am I in Crazy Town? So I went to smoke a cigarette outside because I'm
Am I
like,
in Crazy
does
Town?
no one know the rules?
How
All
does
this-
nobody
we
get
hadn't
this?
gone to Crazy Town yet.
It's just there's like 10 people. It's a quiet Sunday night. Chill. Everyone's chilling. There ain't no problem.
It was pretty chill until
Ain't no fucking problems there.
And at no point during this did anyone think to just Google.
So I go outside, smoke a cigarette.
That's where the
Google it.
trouble ensued.
I Google it outside, smoke a cigarette, and now whatever I put up my nose at the fuck,
Yeah.
previously is it. I'm just
The
getting.
comedians 1-2, as they
Yeah.
call it.
It'll catch on.
I fucking hate that I love it so much.
He called it.
Yeah, dude.
He just
nailed
Babe
it.
Ruthed it.
And I come back in heated, and I was like,
You went out and smoked a cigarette and got mad.
Yeah,
You're just gonna-
he Googled and got mad.
and then
It's
I
like when you're a kid
I
after
said
your
a bunch
parent
of
hits
shit.
you. You go on your room talking shit.
But here's exactly what I done. I said a bunch of shit, and then I go, "Hey guys, I'm so sorry for being overly dramatic. I just wanted to fucking
No.
explode."
He came in yelling at the top of his voice, where everyone stopped and looked at him like, "What the fuck happened?"
I was
And he
lost
goes,
it.
"No, you guys hustled him. You're a fucking thief." He called Josiah a thief, and the guy was like,
I was
"What
just
did you
mad
call
that
me?"
The whole place.
He
I
was
said
not
I'm
cool.
sorry. I took it back. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm on drugs. I got mad. You know?
Other regulars stepped in and like they have a strict like no gambling on pool policy, and so he just immediately went like, so he bet on the game, and then we were like, oh, we're all gonna get kicked out immediately. I was like, great.
Well, I'm just.
This is why they have a no gambling on pool rule.
Yes.
Don't take me out in public. But
But yeah, he got banned, and then tonight he wanted to go stop by there to apologize, and I was like, no, dude, just give it time.
Well, because
you gotta wait.
Well, most people get kicked out of a place for like fighting and violence.
But why did you get really mad? Like you were on the game, you didn't lose any money.
Well,
like,
I was mad at you, not them.
Okay,
for
why were
being
you
so
mad at me?
I was like, I was like, first you guys are betting on a thing you don't even know the rules on.
Dude, this is America. I can do whatever the fuck I want with my money,
You know what
dude.
I
If I
love
want to
is-
give away $20, I should be able to give away $20 to
Yeah.
whoever I want at any time.
And then if I was like, if you're gonna bet money, like to me, $2 fighter is fine. And then 20, no, you go, can I borrow $40? Like $40, I walked away 30 seconds ago.
Because if I lost, I wanted to play for a rematch, dude.
But here's what's funny though. I go, don't play for money. I was like, I'm gonna go get a beer. 30 seconds later, he walks up to me, dude, I just lost. Can I get $40? And I was like, dude, like I just walked away.
I was
and I was like,
having
you didn't
fun,
lose.
dude.
Let's stop talking about this. But basically,
No, we're gonna keep talking about this.
okay, actually,
Because the biggest problem is that it doesn't seem to be resolved that you guys agreed that scratching on the brake is not a losing like move.
yeah.
You don't lose if you scratch. You only lose by scratching if it's
So
on
I
the
said,
8
give
ball.
me
But I'm not
money
going to
back.
ask for the $20 back.
I thought you said, why'd you ask me for 40 then? Because you wanted
So
to play a
if you can
rematch.
rematch,
Yeah, if I just in
Oh.
case I lost.
See, I thought you lost 40, and that's why I got so mad. If it was 20,
Dude, that whole night, all I spent was $20.
If it was 20, everything would have been cool. I refuse to believe that you would have kept your head.
and
if it was just
and
20
we
bucks.
literally
There's no
played
way.
back and forth for that 20.
I thought he played for $40.
There you go.
The owner came over to us afterwards and was like, "Yeah, technically that's not a loss. That you just asked for a re-rack."
Yeah.
You can do a re-rack. You
So
can,
I
you can
got
do a lot of
mad-
stuff with it.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
gentleman's rules,
So,
but it's not losing.
The last
Yeah.
thing I want to say about that before they asked me,
But the way that you went about it is what got you
but there's-
banned. No
this-
one else
Everyone
got
there
banned.
plays pool. That's like a pool place. Everyone there is local pool. And I was like, none of you know the rules. And I was like, are you guys insane? So anyway, so then they're like, get the
You're
fuck out of here.
technically
And I
right.
was like, I just got this
You
beer,
were
so I
right.
had to
Yeah, you
pour
were
out the
right.
beer. And then you guys were like, call an Uber, and I go, fuck off. And you guys were like, what? And I was like, I was like, Galen, you take an Uber home tonight then. No, you're gonna drive home. You're drinking. Fuck off. Bye. I'm leaving. I didn't even drink that much. And they're like, so the reason.
But the last time
You
that I
did
said
drink
that,
that
this,
much.
The only reason I'm talking about the exit of this is there's this weird, strange, like young kid that's like doesn't know us. He's like, man, yeah. He starts getting in the middle of it, like, yeah, you should listen to
yeah,
them.
one of the regulars got involved.
No,
to kick
it was
him
like
out
a
for
young
some
kid.
reason.
It was no, but this is on the street. This is after I got
Oh,
kicked out.
after?
Yeah, all the regulars.
Some young rough
Oh,
upstart.
No, I got bum rushed.
Trying to impress
I got
a
bum
young
rushed the
lass.
pool table by like the whole bar, and I was like, yeah, I'll leave. I'll get out of here because I just raised my voice.
Well, he
there.
refused to at first. He sat down. He goes, "I'm not leaving."
I don't know. I was fucked up. Clearly,
That's why we didn't want him to drive. See, look.
yeah. But once that adrenaline,
That's my fucking point.
Once the adrenaline kicks in of all that, it like sobers you up pretty good, real fast. When you're like, am I gonna get jumped for like being mad about this? And like, I don't,
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah, you don't do that.
I'm
in that
leaving,
bar.
going, and then some strange kids like yelling, like, hey, don't drive, listen to your friends. I was like, and he was like 20 years old. And I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
what
bro.
does he know?
And I was like,
Yeah, fucking idiot.
no,
Yeah, fucking
this
youngin'.
kid was drunk
I
as
know
shit.
how to DUI.
Mind your business.
I'm
I'm like,
twice your
I
age.
said,
Does your
hey,
mom know
I
you're
was like,
here?
it comes down to after I already telling him to fuck off, get away from me. I'm halfway to I'm like almost to the parking lot past Creek there, and he's still, and I turn around, he's behind me, like, what are you doing, bro? I was like, do you know me? He's like, no. I was like, fuck off. I said, fuck off. He wasn't fucking off. I go, fuck off. I was like, do you know them? You don't know them? Why are you following me? Fuck off.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I was like, if that kid had followed a
You
wrong
should have fought him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he would have done that to the wrong person, like what if I was a bad guy and got kicked out of the bar because I'm a fucking violent, crazy person? They might have punched that guy that was following him but wouldn't leave him alone. I'm just saying.
I think you should have.
I worry about that kid. I'm like, your parents didn't. yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
That's
think you would have been.
well,
if
so-
someone is following you downtown,
To your car.
So
if someone's
yeah.
following you to your car, if someone's following me, I'm bowing up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my chest big, and I'm gonna go, "Why are you following me?"
Exactly. So I.
And I hope they don't
Yeah.
have any weapons
And
because
so
I don't.
I'm like, he's lucky I'm not scared. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of, I've actually never punched anyone in the face in my entire life.
Me neither.
Never once. If I
Really?
punched him, never.
You guys should both punch each other in the face.
At the same
No,
time.
don't do
I
Yeah.
think
I almost
actually,
choked someone to death once. But
I think. Well, we're
this
getting
is-
into that.
no,
We're getting into
well,
that.
no.
But I think we should take bets on who the first person you punch in the
let's
face
not
is.
bet on stuff.
And I'm choosing Caleb.
Yeah, don't bet whatever you do.
He might get really angry.
Or let's look up the rules of it.
Listen,
Yeah, let's look up the rules first. That's the lesson
Well,
we
if
learned.
the first person you punch in the face is Galen, I get $20. That's all I'm saying. I want that action.
Well, we can influence that, so that's the.
I don't think you really need to.
That's fair.
You know
I
what?
don't
The
think
most
that Galen-
violent. So the most violent event is a choke. But
Yeah, he does live with
Well,
them.
this is a good choke. Bad choke, good choke. Yeah. Like you don't do a bad.
Arrested?
Well, yeah.
Still free.
Well, yeah.
Arrested?
It's like if someone's like you choke someone, you have to be specific. I did a good choke, not the bad choke.
Offensive, defense.
Officer,
yeah,
I
yeah.
did the good one.
Yeah. It's like it's like I had to choke him out. It's like, well, you had to.
Dude, I love these Google searches. How much is Jack Daniels worth?
Saddam Hussein's
Why did they
favorite liquor.
cancel Four
What
Locos?
was Saddam Hussein's favorite liquor? Do they even drink?
No, he definitely drank.
Oh, really?
Saddam for sure drank. Dude, that guy was a baller.
Oh.
Saddam and Osama were both like
Saddam.
pretty fucking cool guys.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I guess
I mean,
don't
they
know.
were bad. But don't get me wrong, they did
But
bad
if you
stuff.
can look past
Was
all
Osama decadent? I didn't think he was like a decadent guy.
yeah,
he was super into meme culture.
Oh, he
On
was?
his computer in like the den that he was living in, they found a bunch of like pretty obscure internet memes. And they're like,
That
that's
makes me
fucking
like him.
sick
That
as
makes me
hell.
like him.
Except like
Fuck,
he
that's
was on
cool,
Reddit
dude.
looking at like shit posting
In a cave,
subreddits. Yeah.
literally Reddit in a cave
Yeah.
on
dude.
dialysis,
Just probably talking shit in Arabic to people. It's so fucking cool.
sharing it with his boys. Like, hey, check this one out.
Like it's Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, but he's drinking lean.
Why did they cancel Four Loko? Oh, shit. You know what I like about you about the bar thing is you have the best like intentions in your heart, but just somehow the worst delivery where you end up the asshole in every situation.
And that's what I was saying last week. And so it's funny, it came to fruition in less than 2 weeks. Just
Yeah.
real life example.
We were
Yeah.
just talking about that, and then you
crazy.
went out and got
You're
kicked out
like,
of sight.
my friend is being dumb and betting money he doesn't have in his pocket, and he doesn't know the rules of the game.
Yo, this
I
guy-
should defend him. I should defend my friend. Fast forward 30 minutes. You fucking thief! Like, whoa!
Yo, this guy's
But
trying
you
to
were
stop me
so
right.
fast for, like,
you were
3
right,
minutes.
though. You were right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was right up in the fucking sky on fucking whatever, you know. They
Ones
put,
and twos?
Who knows what's in the, you know, when there's the little white powder that puts up your nose and, you know, you never know what goes
Speaking
in
of, I would like to ask you a question because I ran into an incident, allegedly. I was offered the old comedians 1-2
it. Yeah, yeah.
from someone. And so we were at a bar, and that guy goes to the bathroom, and he says, just follow me to the bathroom in a minute. I follow him to the bathroom. He is in a stall, but the stall is closed, and I see under the stall that his pants are around his ankles. And I was like, oh, man, I'll just come back. And he says, no, it's good. It's just so people don't think we're doing anything. And I was like,
Interesting.
all right. So then I walk to the other stall, and he hands it to me under, and right as I'm about to smell the drugs, he starts shitting, but like audibly, like making noises, and it smells terrible. I was
think
He's
you-
like,
actually
wait.
shitting. He's
Oh,
actually
he
shitting.
wasn't
he
pretending?
wasn't pretending to shit. He was like, I'll take a shit for cover. And I was like,
That's
so
a
I'm-
good drug dealer,
I like
dude.
that guy.
It's
He
about
covers
to
all
make
the
me
bases.
throw up.
Yeah.
The
That's a
whole
guy that really
pretending
plays.
to
For
shit
sure.
or piss
He's
is
not gonna
smart
get caught.
'cause-
Yeah.
Pretending is fine.
Yeah.
Actually doing it, actually shitting less than 5 feet from my face while you're handing me something I have to smell. Are you on board with this? You guys seem like it's a good idea.
Well,
I mean,
I thought it was it's the most insane thing I've ever encountered. He also did
Maybe
it a
he-
second time.
maybe
I
it's
will
like a
say
two
that.
birds, one stone kind of thing. You know? He's like, hey, I get some money
Okay.
and take a shit.
I think it's
he
weird.
wasn't selling. This was someone sharing with me. I wasn't giving him money for this equation. This was, we were
Then, yeah,
friends
that's
at a
weird.
bar, and
Then,
he was
yeah,
like,
that's
do
weird.
you
That's
want
weird.
some? And I was like, okay, I guess.
Dude, the fact that he didn't mention that he had to take a shit. If you were like, "Hey, listen, I really have to take a shit. I'm sorry. Here's the 1 and 2."
Didn't bring it up at all.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
fact, the
just,
second time he goes, oh, fucking Fogo. Like,
The
Yeah.
Brazilian steakhouse?
Yeah.
He goes to.
Like, he was taking a mean,
Those
aggressive
damn
meat
cheese
shit
breads making me constipated.
and was just,
Brazilians.
like, it sounded like he was going to give himself a hemorrhoid. And I was just like, dog, you don't have any shame?
Yeah.
No, he's high on cocaine.
This seems
He's
like...
invincible.
Shitting
wait,
in
what-
public.
Have you ever encountered this while you were doing the comedians one too?
I think it's strange if you can't control your bowels enough to not shit in public. You know, at a bar, at a
You
bar.
don't ever shit in public? Not once.
It's okay at a McDonald's, fine. At a restaurant, you're at a bar.
That's
No.
like the worst place to take
How
a
is
shit.
that your reasoning?
I'm just saying.
There's
if
no
you're gonna
locks
shit
on
in
the doors
public, it's
anymore,
at
you know
a
that?
fast food place. If you gotta go somewhere, but like you don't. If you're going out that night to a bar and you know you couldn't figure out your shit schedule to like fucking need a shit at like 1 a.m. You know when you're fucking getting high. Yeah, but hey, not everyone's responsible. He's probably irresponsible. He's doing drugs. You know, he's irresponsible. You know.
I mean, that's fair. I don't shit in public. But why would McDonald's be okay to shit in? Because that sounds like the worst place to shit for me. That's
Well,
like an emergency, terrible situation.
If you're
someone
in
tried
McDonald's
leading
and you
up
have to shit, you're saying you're not going to take a shit there. You're going to like drive.
Go
somewhere?
home, yeah.
Okay, and what 5-10 minutes? Like 5 minutes, 10
30 minutes.
30 minutes. You're willing to last 30 minutes.
30 minutes
in
or
discomfort.
Or I'll find like a quick trip.
Do you wait for the food to be ready before you leave, or do you leave your order?
Oh, absolutely. I'm taking my food. What are you talking about? That's why I'm there. But also, I would have just done the drive-through. If I know that I have to shit, I'm going to wherever home is for that day ASAP.
Well, I'll tell you this. I won't shit in a stall because when I shit, because there's no bidets, I put a sink on, little drip water.
Bidet,
a bidet, splash.
I know what a
water
bidet is, but you don't have a bidet.
No, but what I'm saying is I always, for the past 20 fucking years, ever since one night of diarrhea and drinking, where you're like, man, why does your asshole burn? You're like, oh no, I fucking will put a little water on the paper towel, on the toilet paper, just so it helps like absorb your poo. It's like wipes it with water.
So you just kind of hold it there like a tampon?
It's like a bed, but
like a shit tampon.
A bidet is a splash of water. I don't know. Wait. Let me stop and ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
How do you live your life wiping your ass with dry ass paper? What the fuck?
I have a bidet.
I carry wipes with me,
I have a
too.
bidet.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, then see. Exactly.
You gotta have a bidet and carry wipes with you.
Do you
too.
have a bidet?
I do, but I haven't installed it. And my asshole hurts because I haven't.
Dry wiping is insane to me.
It's absolutely bonkers. Every time I'm on vacation and I'm at a hotel and they don't have bidets, it's just like.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you do in that if you don't have it?
You go to a McDonald's.
My suggestion to people is do what I do. You wet the paper and you dab. Wet and dab. I don't even really scrape at all. I'm like a wet dabber.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like you're cleaning the corners of your
I'm
mouth.
teaching people, it's like people are like swear by bidets. I'm glad we had one here, and then we got these dry wiping psychos that I don't even know how you live.
All right, I feel like I got kind of put into that category after I already told you that I carry wipes on me. Jesus Christ!
I'm the dry wiper. Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. I sometimes don't listen. Sometimes
Your
I don't
asshole
listen.
has to be like
I'm
leather
talking,
at this point.
Don't listen.
No, but like it's always wet, so I don't need to wet it anymore.
It's like a snakeskin
Yeah,
boot.
you guys really want to talk about it? I didn't want to go here, but
we don't need to go. I know we
I
can
don't
say
need
that for
any more
another.
moisture on my toilet paper to get the job done.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures. It's pretty bad. Moment of silence for.
No, I was
My
just thinking
asshole,
about
yeah.
something I wasn't gonna bring up when it comes to like as people get older and drink a lot, and then what goes in the toilet
Yeah,
isn't
he's
always
saying the
burn.
same thing.
Yeah.
So wet and dab.
I've been
you're
bleeding
saying.
out of my ass when I shit sometimes. That's what
No
they're both
way.
talking about. Yeah. But like, I don't know.
You're not like worried about that?
Dude, I swear to
Ralph
God,
wants to die, literally. Like,
Do you wear a seatbelt when you drive?
I don't have a car.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
would you wear a
Would
seatbelt?
you?
I don't wear it when I take an Uber. I don't put my seatbelt on in the back seat.
I don't either. But
Yeah.
that's not suicide. That's just
That's what, in
comfort.
Brazil. Like no one puts their.
Well, because then the driver's
going
gonna think you're a nerd.
Yeah.
You don't want the driver. You want the driver.
I'm
to
going to
think
get a
you're
low
cool.
Uber rating if I put on my seatbelt. 1 star. Passenger was a dork.
He also put on a helmet and Ebo pads. No, the first time I got up and I saw what was in the bowl, I was like, oh man, I'm glad I'm not pregnant. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not mature enough to handle this. Like I was just like, I just went about my day. I was like, hopefully that doesn't happen again. And then
And telling you,
kept happening.
like
so.
my older brother.
Like
used to have
frequently?
it.
But I just got healthcare, yeah. So I'm about to get it
So
figured
the
out.
whole anyone who's
So he's about to get
listening,
some bad news.
when you drink
By healthcare, you mean
every
insurance?
day and you get older,
Yeah.
eventually for
Through
some
my
people,
job, yeah, I got
blood comes out their ass.
What? Wait.
Wait, I missed it. What?
Yeah.
I said if you drink every day as you get older, some of us eventually their blood comes out of your ass because
Yeah.
you fucking that's what happens.
Yeah.
You got to take some days off drinking.
Well, it's like or you just accept blood.
I didn't even think about that.
You just accept blood.
You just accept blood.
It's only once a month.
So that's why you're using the wet dabs, is because your asshole's already tender.
I have psoriasis, and now
Of the asshole?
no. It's clear because I'm on medication,
Yeah.
which I don't even want to get in. It was supposed to be. I need signature for delivery today. I was like, I won't be there. Then I pick it up, and since I'm leaving town tomorrow, anyway, I was like, you guys don't send it to me because it's like a insurance. I pay $5, but that shit Tremfya is like $13,000 a dose, taken
Shout out.
every. So it's like
Tremfya.
$6,000 a month that it costs to keep my skin clear and keep stuff because like I have psoriasis, but everything's clear. But I'm saying I got in the habit of not trying to be too abrasive on my skin. And one of them was like, because, your itchy nose, itchy everything, it's just like itchy. And, I was like, ooh, to have the best feeling butthole, you don't wipe too hard, just do a little wet dabble. little wood dabber.
You got to be
You know,
careful though,
or
'cause
a bidet,
sometimes,
that's what I
sometimes the
don't have.
remnants will like get stuck to your butt hair though, and they'll just be there all day.
Oh, I'm not, dude. I'm pretty lean on the hair, body hair, so I'm pretty good there.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some. You know, we all got some hangers. You know.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
I've never trimmed my
How
butt.
did we get
hair.
out of here?
How did we talk about shit for the last?
How
There
did
were
we
4
get out of
dudes
this?
sitting in a room
All right.
together. So how long have you known Ross?
God, when did I move in?
Like August.
Did you know him before you moved in, or did
No.
No.
you just moved in and
Yeah.
then you met Ross?
Yeah.
What was your first impression of Ross?
What?
Well, really, I didn't
Yeah.
leave. Like, I wasn't really. I'm, you know, I'm pretty inactive, relatively. You know.
Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of interactions because I was gone. I'm gone like a lot. I'm hardly ever home, and then when I am home, I'm basically just sleeping.
Yeah, or yelling at kids playing video games.
It's a great.
Yeah,
time.
we might like smoke a bong in passing, or like, you know, I might like if he comes home to the fridge, like anyone, whether it's whoever I live with, if someone's walking past me, I'll like if I start talking, I might stand up and start following you, and it's like, all right, someone's going to the bathroom, I'm like, I'll turn around and stop, like, you know, I'll be like I'm like, okay, I'm
Yeah,
like,
Sometimes.
what was the best part of living with Ross for you?
I think.
I would say,
So it was very funny that like for the first couple months there wasn't like a functioning like anything.
oh well.
Like when I
There
moved
barely
in,
still is now.
So
but
let
it's
me
better.
preface real quick. I got a house that needed remodel, wasn't like moving ready. The place was these like
oh yeah,
10
listen to
people
how
lived there.
Galen
The
talked him
whole-
into me moving in.
Dude, the whole place was fucking, you know, a mess, and I was trying to remodel the whole house before I moved, like lived with anyone. But then, you know, all of a sudden, Galen needed a place to live, and then told me about Mike. So I met Mike. I think I met you even before, but
Yeah, I think you came to Creek
but
a couple times with Galen.
and I was like, oh, you're way cooler than Galen, and and I thought it was cool. I was like, all right, well, so then I stopped everything I was doing with remodeling the kitchen and everything else, and I made his room like put new I'd never laid carpet before. I laid the carpet, did everything. I made it like I put everything new in there. And then I gave up. I haven't done anything since. That was like a year ago.
Yeah.
It's like, so
So that was really funny. Also, when I first moved in, my favorite thing was that the bathroom
Oh, God.
wall.
AIDS wall.
I called it an abortion because
Yes.
it just looked like someone had a very visceral abortion and
They
then just
dissolved
thrown
on
it at the wall and just like left it there. So that was terrifying. And then the old like cabinet that the sink was in
Yeah.
was like 1970s and had just been run through by 700 people
It-
living in this house for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bonkers. And
Yeah. Every inch of the house needs remodel, and I only got so far before once 2 people moved in. There's 3 of us in a 900 square foot house, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you realize that how small that is? 900 square foot, 3 bedroom, because it was a 2-bedroom house that they converted to 3 before I got it.
yeah.
So you're 3 guys, 1 bathroom. So you gotta like Galen had to take a shit outside in a bucket because like, you know, if someone's in the bathroom, you're like, I gotta take a shit. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's like, please don't shit in the kitchen sink. Go outside, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm at
Kinda funny.
one bathroom. It's kind of
funny.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
A
just
lot of outside
it's
pippies.
not meant for 3. That's a house that's meant for like a single family with like a couple babies, not like 3 like adult guys that are fucking.
Yeah. That are. Yeah.
Drinking.
But as far as he was like, you would like wake up at like 4 p.m. and then be at 3 p.m.
No, not me.
Hey, it was also a transitional period. You know,
I was becoming a woman at the time. so it makes you drowsy.
but yeah, like literally.
Also, dude, that is where I moved as I was getting divorced.
Yeah.
Like
what a great divorce
I
house.
didn't tell like anybody.
No
because,
cabinet
like,
doors or anything.
My ex, like when we were together, I brought her to everything, and she was always at shows. She knew every fucking comedy club owner. Like we hung out all the time, and like, just, like then when we separated, I was like, I don't really want to talk to a bunch of people about this because then people are just going to ask me about it constantly. And if I just like leave it quiet and don't say anything, eventually people will they'll find out.
Right.
But I told Galen, because one, he's retarded, so it was like, you know, it didn't matter. But I was like, hey, I need to find somewhere to live, and he had mentioned that there might be an extra room where he was living. So then I moved into this house, and so I'm like, all right, you know, this is a tough time, but like I'm gonna make it. Like everything's gonna be okay. And then I get there, I'm like, There's one bathroom with an abortion on the wall,
It was bad. I mean,
and the kitchen has no functioning appliance. There's a fridge. There is a fridge.
well, the people moved out
There's
and
a
took
fridge.
the fucking oven. You legally can't unplug an oven gas line. When in the sale, you're like, and then we're like, what the fuck did they strip the place for the bare metal? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it was like you can't take the oven out. There's a gas line.
It is very funny.
You're
that,
not
like,
supposed to be able to do that. That's
Dude,
not,
we almost died when we got the gas line fixed.
Oh, what his friend? It was
Maverick.
That guy who was a gas guy, he plugs in. He's like, he said he did the installs. He plugged it in, and I know what I'm doing, but I was like, okay.
You had a guy named Maverick.
Yeah,
He's a
Maverick
comedian.
McWilliams.
He's a
comic.
comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyway, he's not a fucking gas repair guy. Don't trust that guy. Fuck, would have killed us. So he plugs it in.
Wait, you
And-
said that you knew what you were doing before you had this guy do it?
And that's why I didn't trust the connection because fast forward, I'll tell you that the newer bolts and the older bolts, the connectors are different lengths so it doesn't make a seal. But he's used to thinking, oh, all it does is seal and screw and it's good. Because anyone who thought they had the right connector pieces would think that. So when I first tried to install it, I was like, this isn't right. And so I was like, I unplugged it. I was like, please don't do this, like it's not right. And so I'd sit and wait, and I couldn't find an older connector pipe because the newer safety ones that have like the yellow paint, it's like a different offset. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Fast forward, any technicalities other than Maverick's like it's good, and I was like, this is not good. And so then I smelled gas in the house. I wasn't gonna walk away or leave. I was like, once he put it on, you know, I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, dude, this is clearly gonna explode and kill us. So I unplugged it, turned everything off, and eventually just used an older gas pipe connector I had that I got from a used oven from a house that I cleared. They're like, if you take the kitchen, but you have to take everything, then you can have it. So I got a whole thing of kitchen cabinets. It's all in the shed, just taking up more space. So I got just a whole bunch of trash from someone's house, put it in the shed because it was another cabinets. I'll stop talking.
So you could have just done it to begin with?
Yes. That's the point. The
You
point
could
of all
have just
this
done
is
it to
like,
begin with. That's what you could have
yeah.
just done.
No, because I didn't have at the time. You can't buy the old-fashioned gas lines because now they're all the safety ones, and this is one of the pre-safety
But
ones.
you did it right after.
So the copper line that comes out of the house is so rusted that you can't change the bolt size to the newer conversion. I don't want to waste the time talking about connecting gas line, but even a guy that knows what he's doing is paid professionally installed it wrong and like would have killed us if we would have left it on because I was like, I know this is wrong, and so
It did smell very strongly of gas in the house for a long time.
Damn.
It was scary.
So that's why
I did still smoke, but but I was like, this might be it.
Do what you got to do. Yeah.
So I knew better, and I did it myself, and it was fine.
Well, I'm glad you were there.
I wasn't gonna trust anyone,
I'm trying to think of some of the other fun happenings while I lived there.
We didn't do anything. There was no fun. Like I had fun.
Has he ever cooked for you?
Well, so here they ate out. The house was inoperable. That's the thing.
Yeah, we couldn't cook.
No,
Well, when I moved in, it was.
Yeah, I just got that oven. Like,
It had been there for like 2 months.
listen,
2 months?
they moved in right. Like I had just moved in. Nothing was done. Like the whole place, the bathroom.
There was a
kitchen.
microwave.
Yeah, the house was
I will say
like
that there was a
crap.
microwave. It
So,
was pretty sick.
An abortion microwave.
I told them
it
like
was
both-
also very gross.
both of them. When you tell like they both were like, hey, it's the same thing. He just wanted like an inconspicuous, and I was like, you can, come and go, whatever. You don't have to stay here. Like I have to give you a lease for the legal reasons, but you can leave if you want. Like, I don't, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Live whatever you want. Because some people don't want to like, stay somewhere for a year when you're in a transition. It's tough. That's what like a lot of people get those stuck with that shit. It's frustrating. Like when I had to sign with my ex-girlfriend, even after we were broken up, I had to get an apartment because I was getting out of this house, and then she was pregnant. But anyway.
So you got a house with stairs.
Exactly.
To fix
But
the
apartments,
pregnancy.
well, there's nothing, So I basically stayed with someone an extra year just to hopefully have it not happen. And she didn't keep it. And then, once that lease was up, and the whole time she's like, I already had it now. You can leave. Like, don't say a word about the end of the lease. I'm like, it's like, because, we all knew. I was like, listen, you can't drink if a girl's drinking half a bottle of vodka every night and then gets pregnant, you're like, and still drinks a little bit, you're like, hey, maybe you shouldn't have that. You know what? Fetal alcohol syndrome, probably should avoid that. Anyone who's trying to get pregnant, stop smoking and drinking for a while.
Dr.
Did you hear
Ross.
that?
Good advice. Wow.
Ladies, you probably haven't heard this advice before, but
Look, if someone tries to stop you from driving home drunk, punch them in the fucking face. But don't smoke and drink if you're pregnant, for God's sakes. Yeah.
Yeah, so now you.
to be fair, Galen saying not to drive drunk is very annoying.
That's why it's like, fuck off. I was like, he's like taking over.
You don't even have a bumper. Yeah.
He does not. Not me.
No, Ross has a
friend.
bumper. The other thing that was always confusing to me is that I was convinced that you were like the first healthy hoarder. Because most hoarders, they've let it come to disarray and just ruin the entire house. But for you, it's just the garage. It's just the garage, but it is, I think, possibly every VHS tape ever.
Well,
And then,
Tell him about the Indiana Jones collection you just got.
No, I mean,
yes.
that's a DVD. Doesn't count. It wasn't on VHS. Well, it was. It's hard to get the VHS collection of Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Oh, tell me about it.
All
The
these
Young
Star Wars
Indiana
Indiana Jones
Jones
people. Who's
Chronicles.
seen all the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles? I mean, come on. 3 seasons. George Lucas made it. All these fucking fans are
say
full
no
of
Well, he
shit.
thought, he
Say
thought
no
River
more.
Phoenix was in it, so he was
No,
on a hunt for
yeah,
it,
I
and then
was-
he got
I
it,
was
and then
like-
was like, "Oh, River Phoenix isn't in this."
Dude, a lot of
I
your
love
life could be fixed by just Googling shit.
I wanted it either way. I just didn't realize he was not in any of those. But
No, he's dead.
I know he was my hero. He was one of my favorites.
For what?
You know, when you're
One
young,
movie?
when you're young, you look up to people. I always
No, just
like,
one night out
I
in the
thought
town.
River Phoenix was like one of the coolest guys ever.
Because
Like,
of his name?
No, just when you look at someone, you're like, you're cool. He was like Mr. He was like Brad Pitt. He was like Brad Pitt before Brad Pitt. It was like River Phoenix.
You're cool.
He was cool as fuck. Clearly, I mean, he got, you know. Have you seen Last Crusade? He starts the movie off, man.
I have not.
Indiana Jones.
the
Last
third
Crusade?
Indiana Jones movie.
That's pretty cool.
He was young.
Indiana Jones Last Crusade, man.
He was Indiana Jones?
He's young.
He was the
Indiana
young
Jones.
kid that is on the circus train with all the animals.
I haven't seen any of them.
Oh,
I've
well,
seen
then
scenes
that
from
makes
some of
sense.
them, yeah.
Why? I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Corey Feldman, was he in them?
Was he in him? I think it's the other way around with Feldman.
Whoa.
With Phil.
Yeah, he was. He played the kid version of Indiana Jones.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Oh,
For like
he's
2
in
seconds,
Stand
I
By
thought
Me.
that middle picture
He's
was
the
just very
Stand
young
By Me
Harrison
guy.
Ford.
He's the Stand By Me.
Which one's Stand By Me?
Where they're walking the train tracks.
When they find the dead body.
He's
Oh,
the
I haven't
cool.
seen it. I've just
You
seen the
haven't
Family
seen
Guy version.
Stand By Me.
The Family Guy version rules, though.
So
Oh, all right.
so when Mike lived with us, like I'm new to all you guys, the comedy.
child
like,
smoking?
You know, you guys are all like going out.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's the 50s or whatever. It's cool.
Damn,
But
that's
like-
so sick.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah, they smoked
unfiltered
cigarettes
lucky.
and walked on railroad tracks. They were rebels.
So
Oh yeah, dies
so
in the
when
Viper Room.
I was telling you, I think River Phoenix is cool. Dude, so once I went out with Mike, I was like, this guy's cool as fuck. Like, I was like, Mike,
I'm gonna die.
everyone loves you.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Ross just cursed you, man.
I didn't put the connection yet.
I didn't know that that's what was going to happen when we invited you on the podcast today. I didn't think it was a death sentence. Shit.
Anyway.
So,
Well, you were asking, you know, Mike's here, and you're like, how do you know Ross, blah, blah. And I think it's more like, didn't have a lot going on, but he did, so I felt like it was cool. Like, my mom came to see the house, and we're like, oh, Mike's having a show, so we brought my mom to see the Cap City
So you met his mom?
Comedy Club.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, we saw him play at Cap City, you know, in the Domain, and then like, you know, just little things like, okay. So I've seen him out, you know, I've seen him perform, like, you know,
Okay.
and I wasn't used to so it was all kind of new to me. So to see someone, I'm like, it's weird to see someone that you on the stage kind of like
So
performing.
you've had him
and then
in the audience at your shows.
Yes.
And how's that experience
Well,
like for you?
Great.
it's just
Yeah.
another-
So
a
you
great
didn't
audience member.
interrupt
No.
any of his shows.
Well, he doesn't do that unless he's supposed to.
well, I try to keep my mouth shut. you know.
Did you heckle?
No, I'm not a heckler.
Unless
At all.
somebody does a
No,
friend's
just
joke.
if you were to ask the question
Yeah.
like, hey, has anybody done this? And they don't really want some answer, I'd be like, yeah, or something. But I
Yeah,
try,
no, that's right.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
supposed to talk. Yeah, he's always been a model
Unless they
audience
say
member.
the name Ross on stage and then he takes it personally.
Okay, so when we were
That's
here
it.
last week,
Yeah.
they can listen to it last week. I was like, I told him you should have him listen to it so we can reference anything we said.
Haven't listened to the whole last episode?
No, not now. I was saying before he came, we should have done that.
Could
so
you
could
cue
have
that up real
referenced.
quick?
No, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Mike, do you like The Room?
No. All right.
If you like The Room, you're going to love this. You're going to love the next hour, 5 minutes of your life. Just to get you jazzed
Awesome.
for next Tuesday.
Well, let me finish what I was gonna say about Mike, and then you guys keep talking. Sorry, because I think this guy is fucking awesome, and
Yeah,
so
he
to
is.
me, like I
You're so
I was
sweet.
just coming out of a very abusive relationship where I was just
Yep.
didn't want to be. I was having a hard time, and I was like wanting to separate.
He just got divorced.
and then
Yeah,
like
we bonded over
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We had
And
a couple
then-
drunk talks.
yeah, and then but then like seeing him out and like the brotherhood of all the comics, and I was like, wow, you guys are like, this is so cool. Like, and then also I was like, I'm kind of a bird on the wall, fly on the wall, and I'm like, dude,
a bird flying into the wall, more
when
like.
I first started hanging out with Mike, I was
A
like,
bird on the wall would be
you
creepy
know how
as
some
shit.
people all kind of focus on one person, and I was like,
the
Mike,
fuck is that bird doing?
it seemed like
Like
everyone
when
kind
one
of
gets in the grocery
focused
store
on
and you're
Mike,
like, "You shouldn't be in here."
and it's like wondering, oh, where's Mike want to go? What does he want to do? And everyone's kind of focused on Mike. I was like, Mike, you're like the king here, you know. You're like, it's
No,
like,
they
whatever.
call him the governor of
Yeah.
Austin, Texas comedy.
It's the mayor.
Mayor. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh shit.
I ain't no crippled bitch.
But yeah, so I was like, oh, this guy's cool as fuck. Anyway, I just wanted to end up saying, hey, I think Mike's cool as fuck. Like,
Yes.
Ross is awesome.
But- Yeah,
and
I love Ross.
That's the other thing I
but
wanted to say.
we didn't see a lot of each other, especially because if we were, it'd be me doing what I'm doing now, just over talking, and then it's like, okay, later, okay, no.
No, but one of the things too is that like that is Ross in a nutshell is like the best intentions. He got me and Galen a sweet Christmas gift. He left to go out of town and he got us little bottles of moonshine and some cookies.
Aw.
It was such a nice thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, he's great. He took care of me when I moved out here. I wouldn't have made it without Ross.
Well, think about the nice thing I did was he moved in the summer and our air conditioning broke, and I put a window unit in the room so
man.
he could be 60 degrees.
I'm so glad I
That
took
was-
your room just because of that fucking fan on the fucking window.
Because
So
I
nice.
was like, bro,
So you
I knew you like it
fun-
cold, so I was like, even though there is air conditioning in the house, that room isn't as cold. So I was like, I just put it.
Sounds like a
individual-
job for Maverick.
No, the first thing you did is you had that portable air conditioner and you made the tube go all the way to my room, so then it was cold. And then you got that the window unit.
Yeah.
And then my room was like ice cold.
And you loved
was
it. You loved
awesome,
it, yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of summer, like July, and he can go like 60 degrees.
yeah.
So,
That was the best. Yeah.
but that house was. It sucks because it still is a piece of crap. Because I really just need to I want to
Dude, if it had
live there
one more
alone so I can
bathroom,
clear it out and then Well,
Yeah.
it's hard. So Texas is built most on slabs, and it's kind of hard to jackhammer up, the drainage because you have to have a drop, to do sewage.
Yeah.
So it's easier to put a second floor bathroom than it is to do another slab bathroom unless you're laying.
you
your
should
slab.
build just
A
one
second-
room on the second floor and it's a bathroom.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
If just over the corner by where the TV is, there was a staircase that went up to just
No,
a
he
bathroom.
just got a VR headset, so he's getting
Oh, yeah.
absolutely nothing.
I got the
done.
MetaQuest 3, dude. That's I always everyone's always like, what are you doing?
Dude,
I got it last Saturday.
He has this
Or,
game where
yeah.
he just sits on his couch and drinks beer in VR. It's pretty crazy. I was curious. I'm wondering how long until he starts getting kicked out of bars in virtual reality over stupid gambling.
Full
bets.
sidebar.
Damn. So, all right. So,
Wow.
Yeah, he's got one of these guys now.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so sick.
have you watched porn on it yet?
Well, that's the first thing my brother goes. Like my older brother, I message him. I'm like, hey, yeah, Thanksgiving VR.
He's like, you bringing that to
He goes,
Thanksgiving, bro?
First
Yeah,
question,
yeah,
you watch porn yet?
Did you?
And I was like, not yet. He's like, that's probably the one thing I'd use it for, because he's like,
So I bought one of the shitty cheap plastic VR headsets that you slide your phone into.
Yeah.
But I mean
That thing's
so if
pretty
you
good.
go on Spank Bang and you go to the VR section, it has you can do which kind of VR headset it is, and if you're playing it on your phone, you can
Get the legit
calibrate
ones.
it, and then you slide that fucking thing in, and it's very real. Like you're moving your head around, and it's fucking
pretty- yeah.
cool, dude.
Yeah.
So I have to imagine the nice one is even better.
Well, he's been talking about what's the mixed reality where he can just it shows
Oh,
the
that's
an
room.
augmented.
Okay, so do you guys know next year Apple's making Apple Vision Pro with
Yes.
spatial? It's gonna be almost $4,000, and it's gonna
Jesus
be
Christ.
it's crazy.
I want one so bad.
But,
I
you
can't
know,
wait till Red Band buys
so
one.
basically,
Yeah.
So
Watch him
the
use it.
Quest thing is just like a little step down, but it's already has a lot. It's been developed from Oculus,
Yeah.
all the games, so it already has.
That's like some Ready
The
Player
thing
One
is,
shit.
just because you
Almost.
well, it's kind of the equivalent of people want to go buy the fastest computer and then they just use it for Microsoft Word, and you're
Yeah.
like, what? You don't even need a
Because
you know.
it's sick as hell.
Well, because people, it's just for like some people that don't even play music will buy like a $5,000 guitar. Like this guitar, I don't even know what brand it is. All I know is the cheapest one. They have a Guitar Center. I haven't changed those strings
Is
in
that
like
your
6
guitar?
years.
Oh, he's gonna play us a song at the end.
He plays a song.
No, that's the whole reason. Because I don't play anymore. And I was like, if I'm gonna do a podcast, I should probably get back into music or something.
Yeah.
Or play
Yeah.
a song. So
No,
you
I
guys
agree.
can choose or whatever. I don't
So,
care. I don't
if you
know.
watch
Is this
basketball
guy
games.
in the basketball game? Is he in like? Is he one of the players?
mixed reality, so it's in his
All right.
field of vision. In his
So
room
here's
with
a
the
game
TV
that
on.
people do. You put if we all had the headsets on right now, we could all be in it, and someone could like make like a roller coaster track, and then put like a kid's toy on it, and we're all sitting here thinking it's real. Like you can give it to your kid, and they'll just.
That sounds dumb as shit.
No way.
Okay,
You're dumb as
and
shit.
so-
You don't know.
no,
That sounds.
oh,
Why
I'll
would
tell
why would you
what's
do
fun.
that?
Okay,
Because
well
it's
I'll
cool.
tell.
Let
Okay,
him
the
cook.
so you can do
Let him cook.
Or, they also have a thing like the guy just made this called slow motion laser tag. So you all have the headsets on, and it's actually cheaper than real laser tag sets. So you shoot it, and you all see it like it's real, like slow motion lasers. So you're like, boo, 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 boo. And instead of being like a laser that's light speed that you can't dodge, it's slow motion laser tag. So these people are like, do, and you're like dodging the fucking laser tag, and it's like, feels like you're there, and you can just do it anywhere.
I think it's on the Quest.
You won't be able to find that because it's that's some guy posted on Reddit that's on the Oculus Rift subreddit.
Yeah, that's on the internet. What the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, there are certain things you're like, at least what I just referenced, you probably won't be able to find because it's still in like beta, but they displayed it, so like,
So like, how many hours would you
Dude,
say that you
if
spend?
you want to type laser tag Oculus Rift or something.
Since you got it, how many hours do you think you spend with the goggles on average?
Well, dude, it's immersive. You stand up, you can sit down if you want, but like, dude, like, you gotta like raise your arms and do this kind of shit, Like, you're
Have
like,
you played Beat Saber?
I haven't done it yet. I know it's the most popular downloaded game.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah. I did
What's
the.
that?
I did the.
It's like
blocks
Guitar
come
Hero,
towards
right?
you, and they have directions on them and colors, and you have 2 different lightsabers, and to a beat, you slash through them in the directions.
Kind of like Guitar Hero.
3D
not-
Guitar Hero.
This sounds ridiculous.
You
Type
don't.
in
It doesn't
type
sound
in
fun at all.
Reddit.
So pretend
Just to
you
hit
have,
directions?
No,
Like-
you have lightsabers in your hands, and you're
Right.
chopping
Never mind.
blocks
Oh, you're not talking.
with a song. So like, boom,
Oh
boom,
yeah,
boom,
it's the
boom,
most
boom,
popular
boom,
game,
boom.
and
Yeah.
when you Google, like, everyone's like, "Hey, I just got a VR headset. What should
I think
should
you're
show
all
my-"
very easily tricked. That sounds not that fun at all.
No,
Honestly, that
well,
sounds
because
dumb.
you're a pessimist. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
like,
You're not wrong.
because
you on that, so
when
Yeah,
people
that's
ask, like, "Hey, what games should I show people that haven't done VR?" The first thing they say is Beat Saber.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
So,
yeah, I don't
just
know.
saying.
That doesn't-
It's cool as hell.
We got well informed.
I believe you, but I can't.
You know,
What about
this is the well informed.
I'd have to try it.
side.
I have to try it. I would
This
have
is
to
the
try
less
it.
informed
you
side.
fucking filthy dry wipers?
I'm so sorry, Dale. I'm sorry.
We got like clean assholes, and we're well informed. You guys,
When my asshole hurts, I
Oh.
am in a bad fucking mood. I will say.
yeah,
It's true.
So,
Yeah.
hey,
Not
do you
wrong.
guys want me
Gun
to?
Raiders.
You guys want me to admit
This looks
something
dumb
to
and
you right now?
stupid. I don't even know who cares anymore.
I'm
This
dying,
fucking
dude.
shit's
Have some
gay, dude.
respect.
Do you guys? Okay, we're talking about the asshole thing. Do you want me to admit to something to you guys right now? I'm
Yes.
not embarrassed
Yeah,
about.
sure.
Jesus, are we back on this?
So we're talking about wetting the paper, and you're Mr. Dry Paper.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
So-
Mr. Dry Paper.
Deep
Do you want me to tell you what I used to do?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You dap.
Salivate
you
on
dap?
the paper and then wipe my ass with my
Oh,
saliva
wow.
because I don't have water around.
All right, Bert Kreischer.
That's only if you haven't eaten.
Bert Kreischer.
I mean,
He
you
has a
can't,
bit
you
about
want
it's
food in
called
your
an
mouth.
Alabama
Oh.
sweet
What,
wipe or something like
he
that, where he
spits on the-
spits on he spits on
Oh,
a piece
I-
of paper and he wipes his ass with it.
That's I've been
That's
doing.
why I said
I've been
that.
doing that for 20 years. Like
Oh,
I haven't, but usually I have a sink around. But if there's nothing around, instead of dry paper, I will salivate.
What if you have dry mouth? Do you ask like a stranger to
That's
spit
a
on it
rough
for you?
situation. It's happened before.
Sure.
I bet it's rough.
It's called you can eventually get some shit out of your cotton mouth like I have right now.
Some shit.
Oh, you got some cotton mouth. Put that on the paper.
You should do
Wipe
it.
your
Dude,
butt.
carry wipes with you. It's handy. It's weird for sure, but it's handy.
I care about my public municipality sanitation system. They say it, it clogs up their pipes a little bit. No, it's not why I don't use them.
Yeah.
I should buy the wipes.
Yeah. They're great.
I've never really been.
They have
on-
these things called Viking wipes now.
Viking wipes.
Yeah.
Dude wipes are
Can-
pretty
so-
nice. I like dude wipes.
Is it just like
They
the
have
single-
aloe and
They're
vitamin
for
E.
cleaning up
little
after you
pouch.
rape and pillage.
I don't know why. I should. Joe,
Oh, my butthole's so messy.
Yeah, Genghis
Did you
Khan
just
is the
rape a village and you're
spokesperson. Yeah.
feeling a little musty?
Do you have peasant all over your balls? Would you like to wipe it off?
Don't those immigrants smell weird?
Trying to get the tears off your asshole.
Wipe the defeat off your body with Viking wipes.
To Valhalla!
Huh? Just a fucking
Long canoe ride over.
We should be.
What are you dreaming about, right?
He's picturing what we're saying.
Well, also,
He's like, I wish that was a VR game. I played the
Raping
shit out of that
Village?
game.
well, I came here sober and we got high right when we came here to smoke weed. Weed's pretty legal, guys.
Super illegal, dude.
We did the old 3 and 4, the comics 3 and 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was trying to think of something to say about smoking weed because it's like, come on, it's pretty much. I've never been to a dispensary. I'm going to Denver tomorrow. First dispensary. When I went
It's a
last
fun
year,
experience.
I wanted to go to the dispensary. The whole plan, I was like, we're going. Okay, but next thing you know, and I'm going.
What do you
So-
plan on getting? Like, what's
Dude,
what's,
if
you
it's
gonna get
legal,
edibles?
well, I can get whatever. I don't know. I've never been. I'm excited. It's like, don't ruin it for me. I don't want to see a picture of a dispensary. I just want to walk in and like be surprised.
Can you look up at some of the dispensaries?
No, I don't want to
just
see
kidding.
what. I told they're like it's like going to the Apple store for weed is what they say or what do you
Yeah,
guys
that's
say?
what Taylor said. Yeah.
You should get heroin.
So I'm excited for tomorrow.
You should get
I leave
fentanyl.
tomorrow morning.
You should do
so
fentanyl in Denver.
dispensary. And like,
Ooh. Fentanyl in Denver?
ooh,
Oh, we got him back.
No, which, you're going to Denver?
Yeah, tomorrow morning I'm flying.
So-
family there.
When you get downtown, there's a restaurant called Dime Store Deli Bar. Absolutely fantastic. Great food. Take your receipt from there. There's a dispensary like 3 blocks away. It's 20% off if you bring the receipt from Dime Store.
That's pretty cool.
And
Maybe that'll be the first thing
their
we do when we
prices,
land.
fuck, dude.
Oh,
I
sweet.
got a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna go there
You
with my
can spend $100.
stepdad. We're gonna go
Fight
there.
in the parking
Dime
lot.
Store- Dime
You're not
Store
even my real
Deli-
dad. Shut up.
Dime Store Deli Bar. No,
Yeah.
that's Boulder Street, Denver. Ooh, yeah. Saving
Yeah.
location. I'm going there tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
I'd love to travel on a plane with you so bad.
Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I'd love to see you go through
Are
security.
you, you're probably one of the people
Yeah.
that stands up like immediately when the plane
I
lands.
do that. It's insane that people don't do that.
I'm actually really
I'm sorry,
like
I'm
normal,
not 5'8"
respectful
and
for
fit in the fucking
conversation.
seats.
If I'm
My bad, manlet. I'm a fucking
mean-
adult.
You should roll
Yeah.
out into the aisle.
Dude, I reach under the armbar and I pull up the fucking aisle armrest.
Yeah.
It has a security lock in the back. I pull that bitch up and then I just man spread wide as
Yeah.
hell. And then if one of these fucks tries to stand up, then I stand up. Check
Yeah.
him. I'm leaving before you. I'm bigger.
well, see what's funny is I'm so like maybe aggressive in micro situations, but in some things like that in the plane, like yeah, I'll be like I might be the guy that like stands up and be like, oh no, they're ahead of you. Like I mean, block someone. Don't like you see someone being the guy, be like you might block them, but for the most part, like I want to be like unknown and isolated and avoid conflict, but then I go out and I get I start screaming at people. Like,
Yep, like I said,
and was
best
like, fuck.
intentions ever, and
I
something
know.
happens.
So that's what
and
I
then-
recognize. I'm like, people are like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm better off just like living in like Montana.
You should have been a
woods.
cop.
I know.
Yeah, he could direct traffic.
No. He would like go protect people. Like he would be like, oh, that person's getting robbed, and he would just shoot both
Well,
of them. I stopped the robbery.
Freeze, unless you don't want to. I mean, you really should, but
the two careers I was suggested because I talked to when I was younger. People said you should be a lawyer because you always want to like get to the like finality, like finiteness. I'm using the wrong words.
Finally,
but
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But then they also said you should work at old folks' home because you care about people. So people are like, you should just be a.
Oh, I would
And they
love
love
you at an
and
old
they
folks'
love
home.
to
Literally,
chat.
my mom for
Oh,
2
that's a good
years was like,
solution.
you know what? I think you
No,
would
dude,
be
you
the
would
best
snap and beat the shit out
Can
of
we
them.
just think about a judge? Can we just think about a judge being like, "Fucking fine, you win." Jesus Christ, shut up.
The judge is trying to walk into his chambers and Ross is just following him.
You're undefeated. You're the best lawyer in the history of the world.
Fucking Clarence Darrow's resurrection, dude.
Oh shit.
It's like, although
It's
he
only
may be
famous lawyer
right,
I know.
I don't.
nah, he'd be James Carrey from Liar Liar. That's the kind of lawyer he would be.
Oh my god, that's true.
No, or you could be a knight at a Renaissance fair.
A night?
I think you'd crush that because you like stand up for people that you need to be stood up for. Like he was being stolen from, and you were like, thief.
Well, no,
But if you
he
could do that
also was
in,
being
like, context, that'd be
he
sick
was
as
being
hell.
an idiot. So I was mad at him and mad at the other, and I was mad at the whole bar for not knowing the rules. So I was mad at all of them.
yeah.
I was like, y'all fucking motherfucking retard. I got so mad because not a single person there, and I was like, are you guys?
Outside the bar, he's like, "Thanks for backing me up." I was like, "Dude, just calm down."
Well, it was more
You're
like,
right,
I'm
but
still
just
on his
calm
side.
down.
No, here's
yeah.
here's the thing, is I immediately, within 30 seconds, go, I'm so sorry, I was over dramatic. I'm sorry for raising my voice. And then after that, everyone jumped in and like started attacking me. I was like, I said I was sorry. I just yelled, like I raised my voice. Ah!
Yeah, the damage is done at that point. You know what I mean? There's no really, especially in a bar, everyone's drunk and fucked up. You know, there's no.
Oh, I know. And it was literally a chill, quiet Sunday night with locals only. I'm like, fuck y'all. It didn't work out.
To be fair, they should know the rules of pool.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be back. You'll be back, dude.
Yeah.
I
You'll
was
be
like,
back.
am I in Crazy
Also,
Town?
You
guys-
just gotta just give
and
it a
no
little
one-
bit of time.
I was the only one.
You
I was like,
have to understand that bar,
has a lot of problems in the past.
it is such a shithole.
I know. I've been there.
It is poorly run, poorly managed. It is barely existing except for alcoholics and cocaine.
Well,
That is
okay.
the only reason
Well,
that
let me
place
say this.
functions and just run off from Empire and people that haven't gone to the other bars.
Exactly.
And the second that their cocaine people switch all the way over to Better Days instead of just most of the time at Better Days, you're welcome. Then like they're fucked.
So here's what I was excited to say about. I had this thought the other day is, well, you know, when people go out, everyone that goes to Sidebar, you guys all go there. You're only going there because you're going somewhere else, and you're just like, oh, cheap beer on the way. You know what's fucked up is to know it's like, where are you going out tonight? Oh, Sidebar. I know, but where are you going? Oh, just Sidebar. That person is like, watch out for that person. Like,
Yeah.
oh, all you did, wait, your plan tonight was just to hang out at Sidebar and go home? Whoa.
Sidebar, I've had a couple of times where I've gotten very angry. I'm very angry at them, one, because they never sent us the footage of Galen getting beat up by those women.
Those
Yeah.
girls beat him up, and they wouldn't give. Yeah,
God, like,
I forgot about that. Well,
it's such a beautiful
Over
thing
a
that
pool
happened.
game.
Over a pool game, yes, over a pool game that had $20 on it.
They don't want you guys to know that you're.
that's
camera
why I
cameras
didn't want
on.
you guys to play, because I always see problems when people bet money in public on things.
But then you
And
were
so
the
when
problem.
Everything
else was fine until.
But then
No,
when you
he
bet money you
stole
didn't
money
have,
from you.
You bet money you didn't have, and I said
I
don't pay
understand.
him. I said
understand
don't pay.
the principle is wrong.
And
So
I
you
got
didn't tell me
mad.
you didn't have the money.
What, on hand?
Yeah.
I had $5 in my pocket. That's what I was
But he
trying to
bet more
bet. And
money
then the
than he-
guy was like $20.
So where were you gonna get the money from?
Exactly.
The
ATM across the street.
Oh, okay.
So-
That's what
He didn't-
exactly what I
He
did.
didn't have the money
Oh,
in
that's
his
right.
pocket.
Well,
I'm
okay.
trying to, like,
Oh, sorry,
I
okay,
had a
okay.
plan. It's
Oh,
not.
okay,
I was just trying
I'm
to
with
let
him, though.
loose and have a
Okay,
little
all right,
fun.
for sure,
If
for
you
sure,
had
yeah,
like
yeah,
I had the
$7
money,
in your
I just
bank
got
account, you're like
paid.
$20 on pool.
Yeah,
I had
yeah, yeah.
$1,500 in my bank account. $20, like
Yeah.
me pulling
Yeah,
out
okay,
40
right,
fucking
yeah.
I
dollars
just-
was
yeah.
not a fucking big deal.
Shit,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I was
I
like,
thought
hey,
you were gonna ask
relax a
Ross.
little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I was because I was like, he always has cash. He always talks about,
Yeah,
I
it's
have
true.
$100
I
in
did.
my pocket at
I
all
did.
times. And I said,
It's
I'll
true.
sell you if you have the cash. Same
That's
way
true.
as me
Let's see
pulling
how
you
much
money.
I
out.
always have $100 in my pocket.
You don't have to prove it.
Well, I kind of want to see.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I asked him for the $40 because I knew he had it. And then I was like, I'll just send you
$120.
electronic
You
payment.
usually have.
Yeah, yeah.
I ended
Okay.
up just
I
going
got
across
you.
the street and
you have
grabbing the money out of the
$119.
ATM.
So I
Why do
do-
you have
And
it
if I
split
didn't
into
know
two
better and
sections?
he didn't know
Because
better.
this was tips I made today, and I haven't, done. This was like what I just would roll with, and this was what I made today. So I just kind of like haven't.
Baller.
Yeah.
Not really.
jeez.
No.
Back boys.
You want to go sidebar?
Yeah, you want to go do the
He
apology tour?
can't.
Let's play pool.
Actually,
I think you should start hanging out at like
I
Oil
like
Can Harry's.
$7,000 is where I used to play there.
$7,000.
I like
rules.
$7,000.
Yeah.
But I'm mad at them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, their rum bar didn't open in time. I went to go to the rum bar and the lady was like, "We're not open for another 15 minutes." I was like, "Kill yourself."
It's like the ice cream
I had a
shop.
real
It's like the
right
ice
15
cream
minutes.
shop all over again.
Them I can't be mad at. They do
Yeah,
it wrong. But
yeah.
it is pretty upsetting to post about new flavors and I can't even have them.
Right.
Hey, so how long do we have? Let's in case we can pump some topics out, because I have no top.
Oh.
Let's pump some shit out here.
Well,
How
I mean,
long have we
already-
been doing this?
I guess we already covered it.
What else do we need to
Covered
cover?
what?
Well, before I left today to do the podcast, Taylor and Linda were like, "Oh, hey, will you ask them a couple questions on the podcast for us?" But I think we already covered it. Linda's question was like, "Hey, what's with the collecting everything?"
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Taylor said, "Fix your fucking house." That was his comment.
Okay, both of those things are good questions, and I'll be quick. Everything takes time. You don't realize
Everything takes
if you want to.
3 years. Everything takes about 3 years.
Well, like
Or 10.
if I had an empty house with no dog and another person
Bro,
in it,
your house is empty
then
right now.
I would be motivated to because there's just there's just dog hair just shedding all the time, and I want it to. You gotta get a clean house because I have a spray paint. I'm gonna spray the house white. Everything takes time, and it's like it's
Have you
lived in.
considered telling Galen to do anything?
Here's the thing: is now that it's being lived in, it's
Why?
harder.
Just
it's
to be
harder
told
to
to
do
shut up?
everything, and also you only
could
have so
beat
much
him
time.
up.
So anytime. So fuck. Okay. Home remodel
Punch
takes
Galen in
time.
the face.
Put your VR goggles on. Tell them it was a mistake or
You're not
something.
winning
I
that
started-
$20,
Yes,
dude.
I am.
When I was-
Yes, I
You
am.
think I forgot about that bet?
I have like
Just tell Galen to clean.
35. See,
Do
the
you
garage
need
is
money?
full
Are
of-
you okay?
I lost a game of pool.
All right, we answered it all.
No, you answered the.
Sorry.
It takes a while to clean stuff.
Your
and
garage is full. You said a story. I got like 35 crates of movies. I got like a couple thousand VHSs. I would go to the Goodwill bins and get like shopping carts at a time. I'd be like,
Yeah, but why are you collecting them is what she's wondering.
well, when I was in that relationship with that girl, it was like hitting me and she wasn't working and just beat like the one thing we had
that
in
was
common.
her job.
No,
Hit
she
you?
didn't want a job, but
She wasn't working. She was just.
But I
hitting
would
me.
drive
My
her
only
to the
escape was
Goodwill
Indiana
bins.
Jones.
I would drive her to the Goodwill bins and she would get shit and sell it and like
No wonder he
she'd
wishes
get like
he
a
was
purse
River
for like
Phoenix.
$1 and stuff for like $100
Wish I
bucks.
was
So that's the only way she was making money. So and it was like way bonded. I'd had fun. And I was like, I'm not searching for shit. I just want to have fun. So I would like go there and just go to the video VHS section. And then I would just end up being like, well, I don't have any of these. So I just take a shopping cart of like get a 300 at a time. And they'd go over there and it's supposed to be like $5 for $1. And they're like, how
Do you have
many?
multiple
And I would
copies?
be like, I'd be like 200. Even there it was like 250 or, I'd be like, oh, whatever, not a big deal. Because I got a shop. One time I had 2 full shopping
Oh,
carts of VHSs.
stealing, you say, but that's fine, huh?
It's fine. It's Goodwill. They're not people. They're selling
Well, here's the
donated
thing.
goods.
But you know what? Also,
that's
I bought
a farce.
Here's how I paid for it and mentally. I bought VCRs from them. They wouldn't charge less than $5 for. I go, but what if it doesn't work? Buyer beware, it's broken. I was like, yeah, all this shit's broken. I've bought so many VCRs and shit from this fucking bins, and they don't work, But they're like, oh, you can't plug it. They don't let you test it. And I was like, so they've sold to me at least $30 of bullshit that didn't work. They don't accept back, and it's like, because the next step from the bins is the dumpster. So
Imagine you get out of rehab. This is the only job you can get is working at Goodwill.
No,
and
it
you just have
really
to
is.
deal with this
Have you been
nightmare.
there? No, have
and
you
you
been to the
relapse
bins?
on drugs just because of Ross coming in.
have you guys been there?
I'm
said
on
it, they're not
Ross's side on
people.
this again.
Yeah,
sure. You're not
they're
wrong.
people.
You're selling me broken goods,
You're not
and you
wrong.
won't even let me plug it in at your fucking store. Oh, the 6 cents of electricity I used in 2 days
Yeah.
with this thing.
Yeah.
Like fuck you. Let me
Yeah.
plug it in and see if it works.
Yeah, some withdrawing girls like, dude, I don't fucking know. Please,
You
please.
can't plug it in.
I don't fucking know.
Is it cold in here?
So if I well, here's the thing. I wasn't saying like how many tapes. I'm like, you can count them. You can take them all out and count 300 tapes. Well, they're trying to close. There's people online. I'm like, you
Yeah, they
can-
don't want to deal with
it
you
was
anymore.
250. Now it's 300.
I'm just saying. No, there's multiple different times. I mean, I would go there sometimes to get a couple hundred tapes, and I would fill up my entire back of my Prius with like 4 stacks of VHSs. And so the garage, as you said, is full, is all VHS tapes and some DVDs. There's a couple thousand of.
Question: have you watched any of them?
Yeah, not in the new house. But I used to watch them every night. I'd get home, and that was my one thing. I would like watch a new thing.
Have you not found a working VHS? Is that the problem?
No, I have 7 VCRs. And here's what's sad.
So
If-
what's
None of
with
them,
the
none of them
collecting?
work. None of them work
it's
at all.
but I've not fully.
Do they all work?
Yeah, I've thrown away like 3 because they like.
So you had 10.
I would buy some. I've probably actually thrown away 5.
Do you plug in multiple at once and turn on the movie?
It's because
Yeah, he's like the Matrix, the final boss.
here's the thing.
He's the creator.
Why collect a couple thousand VHSs if you can't play them and they don't make VCRs anymore? They stopped making the last VHS tape in 2006.
So
17
your
years
idea
ago.
is that if one of the VCRs breaks, you have 6 backups.
Correct. Or if I have kids and I want to like, if I have kids
If I
and
have
I'm like,
6 kids.
you know,
They all get a tape.
so I used to.
You are gonna have the funniest will in the fucking world.
It's just gonna end up at Goodwill. That's where all your stuff's gonna
To
end
my
up.
daughter, Ross Jr. I leave 6 VCRs.
Of Bambi. 4 of them work. The other
No, I-
3 don't work.
I threw away all of my duplicates. When I was living with that chick, I separated individuals and duplicates, and she thought she was gonna fuck with me. I had all these crates, and like she took all the spaghetti sauce and like poured it all over my VHSs because she knew I liked them. This is, I mean, just regular. She's normal stuff. What people do, fuck, you know. So yeah, I was like, in my mind, I had an
This
abusive girl.
podcast rips, dude.
I had an abusive girlfriend. She would do fucked up shit like that.
No.
I'd make her spaghetti. She'd just throw it at the wall, and you're like, awesome. And then spill the trash can.
Is that what happened in the bathroom?
Maybe that's the abortion in the
Yeah.
bathroom was spaghetti.
That had to be haunting to see that every time you sit down to shit, just like she threw that plate at the wall.
No, that house, she never saw that house.
Good.
that was the
I was
start of my
joking.
new life of like, well, the only way I could get away from her, as you guys know, I mean, I slept in my car 'cause she wouldn't leave me, and she was like, "Where are you gonna live?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna live in my car." She's like, "You're gonna find it. You don't have your new place set up?" She's like, "I don't believe you." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna live in my car. You can park next to me." She's like, "Can I stay in the car with you?" I was like, "No." I was just
So sweet.
because it was
Is
like
it still roadhead if you live in your car?
I was like,
No, that's just normal head.
That was the only
That's
way.
your house, dog.
The car has to be moving.
It's not special.
If the car's parked, it's not roadhead. Dude, do you want to take this energy and play a song right now?
Oh yeah, we gotta close
because
this
we're
out.
done here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Oh, I
I
don't
didn't mean to make you
care.
sad.
Can I have another white claw?
I asked what time it was and no one told me.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
I don't think you ever asked.
Josh. He asked what time it was.
What?
No one.
We're at an hour and that's when we're done.
Yeah, play a song.
All right, yeah, you
If you
gotta.
want to, I mean, you don't have to.
I will. That's the whole point.
The rest is
All
going
right.
on the Patreon.
Since you're our guest, you get to pick. You
We're-
wrote down 3 names of songs, and you get to
Oh
choose.
boy, I can't wait.
I don't want to play any of them, so just say one of these names. There's 4 names I wrote down. I'll play a random song, and
No, you have to play the one I pick.
half of these. Okay.
You can't say a name. I'll
Half
play
of-
a random song.
No, I'm saying I'll play whatever you say, but some of these I'm gonna improvise because
All
I
right,
don't
but we
really
gotta
know
hurry.
lyrics,
Yeah,
and
sure.
some of them I might have
Let 'em
more
pick. We
lyrics.
gotta-
so you don't know how improvised or pre-known because I don't really know.
I'm gonna be honest. I want you to play "Be Strong."
That's the only one that's the gayer one. I should have said the word gay.
Had a feeling. I picked up purpose, but I do want you guys to know the choices because
Okay, that's the only one I wasn't gonna want to play.
Good. No,
I
no, no,
should.
no, wait.
First 3. What about the
What are the
First
other-
one was
I'll play.
"Okay Guns."
Yeah.
I want to play
Second
an
one
easier
was
song.
"Get Radical."
Revolutionary theme. I like the.
Third one was "Fuck It All," and the fourth one is "Be Strong."
Before you play this song, are you
does
okay?
I want you to know this does read like a suicide note. Okay, guys, get radical. Fuck it all. Be strong.
Yeah, that's
Just
all.
how the rest of verse sound.
Thank you for picking
But
the
I have
better.
the last one, but I'm like, yeah.
Okay, play
I'll
Get
play-
Radical.
I'll play
Play
the-
Get Radical. Play Get
I'll
Radical.
play
You don't
Be
want to play Be Strong.
I'll play Get Radical. See, that's one I'm gonna make up words to, so I'll go that way.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Because
do it. Get
they'd
up.
rather me make shit up.
Well, get your guitar. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I like when you improv'd on the last song. It was very good.
Yeah, Get Radical
that.
will be improvised a lot. I only have
Okay.
a chorus, not a verse. So it's
Alright, I
about
like that.
the song's about. Hey, I probably shouldn't get drunk, but let's get fucked up.
Let's get radical.
Yeah.
Get radical, yeah. All right, I'll do that one.
Include some stuff about Sidebar, maybe. Throw that in there.
Yeah,
You got pretty radical that night.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll do that.
Let's go, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna stretch this cable.
Well,
Put it like this.
But you had fun on the podcast. You think this is
Yeah, this rules.
okay?
Josh,
is
you don't
so
care
fun.
if I do this, right? It'll be fine. That way I can get my
Yeah.
tension back. See, there we go. All right, I'm playing the song. Oh, so
Dude, don't sit
Grab
back.
the guitar. What are you doing?
all this
Right.
time constraints.
get radical.
Is this? Yeah.
You can take the headphones off for a second.
We went through this last week, dude.
Well,
You thought
Also, I like your haircut.
I just cut it.
He did it himself while he's drunk.
I've been cutting my own hair for like 20 years. So I just look in the mirror
It's
and I
fucking
don't
Steven
even,
Seagal.
you don't even
I've been
need
flying
to-
helicopters for
it doesn't
47
even look
years.
like it.
See,
I've been dabbing my asshole with wet toilet paper 25 years.
I never scrape.
Never
You know how
scraped
everything
once.
itches?
and I cut my own hair.
You gonna stand?
I'm not gonna sit and play. That's what.
You idiot.
Fuck. If it's get radical, bro, like I'm gonna need some space here. I might get radical, you know.
Oh God.
Maybe
All
you
right,
should
here,
scoot back.
I'm gonna hold this so that your cord doesn't.
Good.
All right. This is Get
Well, then
Radical.
let's go like this.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea.
Cool.
There you go.
All right. Get Radical by Ross.
Oh shit. All right.
Can you do the applause thing? All right, Ross Krieger, everybody.
Get Radical.
Yeah.
That's your last name?
All right. So
There's an awesome mugshot if you type that into Google.
No,
I
don't say
definitely
that.
only have a chorus, so we're gonna sing about something here. All
Let's
right.
do it.
Yeah, like I haven't been playing forever.
You have neck tattoos?
No, but this would be the logo for sure.
All right.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right.
Let's get radical.
Dude, I also love the idea of
So-
him getting booked. and
So
then being like,
I was
"Shut
telling
the
him last
fuck
time
up."
I normally would like to play like aggressive distortion,
Oh
loud
my gosh.
amps. You know, this is like trying to play loud music on acoustic, so it doesn't fit because I want loud distortion.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point. Is
I'm so
just
sorry,
playing,
Josh.
Playing this shit. All right. Well, they're not sorry.
They're not sorry. Don't worry.
All right. Let's get fucking radical, guys. Weird playing with this headphones. I'm like trying to break the fucking strings. Like literally, I want it so loud that it's just fucking like You know, it's hard to do it when you're live though. I just want to drink tonight, but I said I would not do that. It's Tuesday. Oh shit, I drink every day, but maybe not the same. You said you wanna go out Sunday night. To the heck am I? And I wasn't drinking that much. Maybe just enough to survive. We survive. And you gave me something to put up my nose. And I felt like it was good. I pop open my drink. The sun is at its rest. I don't care what you think. This is when I'm at my best.
Yeah.
I should have already gone into it. Let's get radical. Cause I want to feel unstoppable while we are alive. That's why we do what we do. We get fucking radical. Cause we want to feel unstoppable while we're alive.
Ross Krieger, ladies and gentlemen.
This thing is over again? You fucking jumping in early, you fucking guys. I mean, this shit ain't over.
This is a 27-minute song, bitch.
Every song's usually about 3.5 minutes standard. Everyone wants to think a song has more than one verse and one chorus. You guys don't know how to keep a beat in musically made comedy that I don't know. Just like I'm not funny.
He might be funnier than any of us.
Probably, absolutely.
That's wild.
You guys can't even count how many verses are in a normal song. Well, let's pop open a drink. I only had like 2 here. Fuck that. I should have had more. I had that good shot, and I should have had a fucking 3 more. Oh, fuck. Let's get radical. Want to feel unstoppable while we're alive. That's why we do what we do. We get radical.
It's like you just remembered you were in the song.
Want to feel unstoppable. You couldn't stop it, no. Good. It's pretty much over in my skin.
Fuck yeah. Well, thanks Mike, for
Mike.
coming. Yeah,
Hey,
appreciate
thanks for
it.
having me.
All right.
What a pot.
Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah, dude.